everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we are going to make an easy meatball recipe. Doug wanted spaghetti with meatballs. He likes my usual meatball recipe, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit, especially while he still doesn't have his taste back yet. That way he'll be none the wiser if I change the meatball recipe. So for this meatball recipe, you are going to need 1 pound of 80% lean ground beef. It says also you could substitute with pork. So I am going to get my 1 pound here. Mine is probably 73% ground beef because they had an excellent deal at the store. It was like $1.99 a pound. Well, I couldn't pass it up. So I got about 3 pounds of it. So I'm gonna have to make something out of hamburger this week. So let's put that in our bowl. In the meantime, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. So let's line our baking sheet with foil and nonstick spray. Get that ready because we're going to bake these meatballs. Usually I fry mine up in the skillet. I'm going all out tonight, folks. I'm going to bake them. You know, if you bake them too, then you can use them as hors d'oeuvres, appetizers, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so my baking sheet is ready. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees. So let's get started. I need 1 pound of 80% lean ground beef. I already told you I'm using 73% because of the great deal at the store. We'll need 1 large egg beaten. 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. I am just using 4C breadcrumbs, seasoned. 1/4 cup grated Parmesan cheese. 1/4 cup finely chopped onions. Well, I have myself a little baby onion here. We will need 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I just have the McCormick brand. 3/4 teaspoon kosher salt. All right. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And then it says optional, 2 tablespoons chopped. 2 tablespoons chopped. Then it says optional, 2 tablespoons chopped fresh Italian flat leaf parsley. I don't have any. So let's mix this all together. Gonna just have to go for it, folks. Gonna have to just put my hands in there. Combine meat, egg, breadcrumbs, cheese, salt, garlic, onion, black pepper, and parsley in a bowl. Stir until combined. Do not overmix, it says. Add a tablespoon of 2 or water as needed to keep a wet mixture. Well, you know, it's gonna be a wet mixture, I think. I don't want it too wet. It says use a medium cookie scoop or spoon to scoop the meat. You know what? I have that handy dandy cookie scoop. It's about 1.5 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons, I can't remember, that Angie gave me, and I think that'll work. Yep, this is my handy dandy cookie scoop. Thank you, Angie, once again. I'm just going to go ahead and go like this. Scoop it out because this is about 1.5 tablespoons. We'll see how many balls I get out of that. Okay, that made 21 meatballs. About 4 meatballs will have about 184 calories. So that would be what, about 45 calories a meatball if I'm adding correctly? So what we're gonna do is place these in the oven for 17 to 20 minutes. You wanna make sure they're no longer pink in the middle. Turn halfway through so the bottoms don't brown. So at about 17 to 20 minutes. At about 10 minutes, I'm gonna flip them around. I'm gonna flip all 21 of these meatballs around. So let's just see here. So I'll set it for 10 minutes, flip it, set it for another 10, and then we'll have perfect meatballs. One thing it says too, if you want to fry them in a pan, just put 2 tablespoons of oil over medium-high heat and fry for about 7 to 10 minutes. Doug and I are gonna have spaghetti and meatballs this evening. So I'm going to put my spaghetti sauce in a skillet and then throw those meatballs in with it while I am simmering my sauce for about 10 minutes. I always do my sauce separate from the spaghetti. That way you can put as much or as little as you like. So I will be cooking the noodles, setting them aside, putting a little vegetable oil on them, mixing that around so they don't stick. And I always store them separately, the sauce and the spaghetti separate. Because some people don't like much sauce, others love a lot. So I'll be back in about 20 minutes to see how these meatballs turn out and if I like them as good as the ones I've always made fried up in the skillet. They smell good. It's halfway through, so I'm gonna turn these over. They are getting brown. Very good, very good. They look delicious. They smell delicious. I'm gonna start cooking my spaghetti sauce. And for tonight, we are going to have Barilla spaghetti rigate. It's al dente perfection in 6 to 7 minutes. I will probably cook mine just a little bit longer than that. For more tender pasta, boil an additional minute. They look crispy and they smell delicious. Okay, I'm going to keep one aside. The rest I'll put in my meat sauce. I'm going to try one of these little baby meatballs. Cut it in half. Yes, it is cooked the whole way through. There's no pink. It's cooled enough that I shouldn't burn my mouth. It's a good tasting meatball. I like that. Very good. You could actually eat that by itself, even though I'm putting it in the sauce. Next, I'm going to simmer my meatballs in the spaghetti sauce, and then we're going to have, oh gosh, the hiccups. I can't believe it. I have the hiccups. Hold on. I'm all right. So next, let's see, I can feel a hiccup coming. I think it's in there still. No. Okay, wait, maybe. Okay, so next I'm going to simmer my meatballs in my spaghetti sauce for about 10 minutes. I've already cooked my spaghetti noodles. Okay, I've drained my spaghetti and I've rinsed it in warm water. Put a little olive oil in here. Mix it up, that way it won't stick together. Because I'm going to store it in this container. That way you can just take out as much as you want and put as much sauce on it as you want. Turn my sauce down to simmer and we're going to have a good meal. Serve it with your favorite salad, garlic toast, butter bread, whatever you want. So I would say the meatballs were a success. I would give them a 9.1 out of 10. So thanks for joining me here once again on Dee's Delights and have a great week, everyone.